We're learning late tonight a preliminary autopsy reveals that Michael Brown, the teen killed by a police officer in Missouri, was shot at least 6 times, 2 of those times in the head.
While violence escalated in the troubled town of Ferguson, Missouri. This is a live look. Day 2 of the state-imposed curfew now in effect. Now the streets are looking pretty filled still, and this is the curfew. They were supposed to have left the area. Pulling out a little bit here, we're now seeing, though, that I believe that the protesters have pretty much cleared out. They have cleared out about an hour ago. Earlier today, though, thousands filled the streets over the deadly shooting of the black teen by a white police officer. Was started off as a peaceful protest, quickly deteriorated.
Okay, now you can see on the left-hand side of your screen now, these are images from earlier today, just about an hour ago at this point. As you can see, the streets just jam-packed with people chanting. They've all got signs, but there are conflicting reports at this time as to whether or not those protesters remained peaceful before police started moving in. So you have some witnesses saying that everybody remained peaceful. Others do say, though, that shots were being fired from the protesting crowd toward police. State police say that some of the protesters got violent and were moving toward the police command center, and that's actually what made them use smoke cans and tear gas to try to disperse that crowd. One reporter who was on the ground says that they saw at least one protester hit with rubber bullets. Again, though, others insisting that everyone was remaining peaceful tonight and police moved in without cause. So we do right now want to hear from one of those witnesses. This is a protester.
This is unacceptable, and this is not the law. This is unacceptable. Until we get justice, we will not stop.
It is days of anger that just continues to erupt. Now let's go back to the autopsy for Michael Brown. Now this is a preliminary autopsy, a private autopsy that showed that Michael Brown was shot at least 6 times, including twice in the head. Now, we do have a sketch, I believe, of this. He was also shot 4 times in the right arm, adding that all the bullets were fired to his front. The bullets did not appear to have been shot from very close range because no gunpowder was present in his body. Now, this information is coming from the New York Times. Attorney General Eric Holder Jr. Said that today that the Justice Department would conduct its own autopsy in addition to one performed by local officials, and then this private autopsy, because they're saying that these are extraordinary circumstances involving this case. Now, going back to that live shot again, this is the calm after the storm. We are starting to see, this is the earlier video of actually the storm. This is when the protesters were throwing some
that tear gas is coming from
tear
police
gas is from
yes.
police. It is reported that also the protesters did fire or throw things towards the police. That incited everything that happened here tonight. Again, we are getting reports, though, that this curfew is now in place. Pretty much this.
And so this live look here, we are going to, I believe the shot will pull out a little bit. And this right now, what you're seeing is police presence. We are not seeing any protesters out there at this time because, again, with that curfew in place until the morning, it does seem as though they have gotten what was thousands of protesters filling the streets cleared out. What went from a very violent back and forth between police and those protesters does seem to have calmed down quite a bit at this point.
Again, starting off as a peaceful protest, quickly deteriorating. That is the scene from Missouri.